Hello and welcome to Sparkle and Spell Tarot. I do have a Sparkle and Spell witchy shop as well if you would like to visit that, which is sparkleandspell.etsy.com. I did film an intro that was supposed to be for the reading, which was going to be one long reading, but I wanted to give more time individually to each sign. So now I'm making another intro, but if you would like to watch the original one where I introduce myself, give kind of a life update, I will link that below, or you can find it on my page if you're on Instagram. My name is Paige, by the way. Never get tired of those jokes. But I am super excited to be reading for you guys today. If you want to support me, I have posted things like my Venmo and Cash App in the description of the video. And if not, and you're just here to enjoy the reading, then you are always welcome. I'm super excited to be reading for you guys today. I've been reading tarot for 15 years. I'm also certified, though I will say you don't need to be certified to read tarot. And you should definitely get yourself a deck if you are interested and this seems fun to you, or you feel like you're getting insight here. And don't forget to like and subscribe, please, or follow me if it's on a platform other than YouTube. And let us get started. Hello, Libras. Thank you for being here. I'm going to be using the deck Carrot Tarts, and that is a deck from Etsy. You can visit her page, Carrot Tarts, on Etsy, and she, I believe, sells prints still, but this deck, the last time I checked, was not being printed anymore. That's not to say she won't do it in the future, but I just wanted to let you guys know. And I'm going to start out with our Libra singles here. We're going to do past, present, future type scenario. So for the 1st through the 7th of January, which is what we're looking at, well, the present is the moon, but in the past we have the 9 of Pentacles, which shows that you were focused on your independence and being self-sufficient. So maybe personal growth, finances, stability. You were more focused on that than relationships, whether by choice or not. And you have tried to be, self-reliant, and you value your freedom. That's what that tells me. So, and maybe that's like you wanted to work on yourself before finding a partner. And then, and just so you know, that's a really good foundation for you to be in before entering into a partnership. So go you. And then in the present, you may feel a little bit uncertain here with the moon card on like where things are going. I don't know if this is just in general or if there's a person on your mind that is confusing you, or there could just be a really emotionally complex situation going on here. So it could be unclear signals from people or subconscious feelings that you're working through. But the moon card's telling you to trust your intuition and avoid jumping to conclusions. Reflect, be cautious. It's okay, you're gonna get through this. You could be having interesting dreams. Pay attention to your dreams, write them down, and look at the symbolism there. And then we have 7 of Wands in the future, right there. And that's talking about, having boundaries. There could be challenges coming up this week, and that you just need to persevere. When you're choosing a partner or choosing a relationship, if that's what's happening here, you need to stand your ground and have boundaries. So I don't know if this is someone who's trying to overstep some boundaries, but you may feel the need to protect yourself or your values. But it's a good thing that you have a foundation of self-respect, and I'm just very proud of you. And then as a clarifier here, we have the 6 of Cups, which tells me that there could be an emotional history here. It could be someone from the past coming back into your life, and you're feeling like you need to have boundaries with this person. Or it could mean that whatever past situations you've been in love are influencing your current situation, and these old feelings may come up. But you could also be feeling this return to clarity about what truly matters, and remembering, the joy that you used to have in your life, remembering the innocence that you used to have. But then I did pull the Eight of Cups as well as another clarifier for you. And I mean, this does influence the reading a little bit more. So if we're looking at the moon here in conjunction with the Eight of Cups, and you may need to walk away from a past connection or an unfulfilling situation, but it could just be talking about releasing what no longer serves you. So maybe some former attitude that you had about a situation, but it's saying that reflection isn't enough. Like, you need to act on something. And then the Eight of Cups also influencing that Seven of Wands talks about walking away from something and clearing space in your life for something. So you could be leaving the past behind. You could be honoring the past right now. There could be a past person returning, but just remember that you need to stand in your power, have self-respect. There could be joy, there could be positive memories, but you need to remember everything that you've learned and everything that you've been through. And yeah, again, I'm just really proud of you, Libras, and I hope that you have a good week. I hope you stand in that power. You deserve all the good things. Let's see what we've got for Libras in a relationship. And this is for the week of January 1st through the 7th. We're going to look at your recent past here. So the Three of Swords, that talks about some kind of disappointment or emotional pain, maybe a heartbreak. So yeah, there could have been a conflict recently, some kind of betrayal, or your expectations haven't been met in your relationship recently. And for you as a Libra, that probably meant that you've been overthinking, weighing options, looking at what are the risks involved in staying in this relationship. And I don't know if this directly has to do with your partner or if someone else is involved in this. Whatever your situation is, there was something disappointing recently that could have happened, at least for the Libras I'm talking to. And then in the present, we have the Ace of Cups. There could be some kind of emotional renewal and new beginnings in love right now. So you could be renewing your connection with your partner currently, or healing your connection. At the very least, your feelings are flowing more freely. So there's more emotional expression between the two of you. There could be more love and intimacy, and this is a good potential for a reconnection between you two, or getting closer. And then in the future, we have the King of Pentacles, and this is talking about how your relationship can move on to becoming more stable and more fulfilling for you, which that's awesome. So this talks about commitment, being consistent, having a grounded partnership between the two of you, and there's a safe and mature foundation being laid. So I think if you are talking things out and being open about your emotions, there is a good chance that you guys can work through whatever happened in the past. And then our clarifier, we have Page of Pentacles. And Page of Pentacles kind of clarifies this whole pathway here. Like how you get to this King of Pentacles from the Three of Swords. So it's through learning, exploring, you know, growing, and paying attention to practical aspects of your relationship as well. You know, slow and steady wins the race. So, you know, having those important conversations, becoming aligned on what both of you want and need out of each other and out of the relationship, will help you gain security within your relationship. So, and remember to combine this like emotional openness that you're trying to have with action. So, you know, you can have all the talks that you want, but you need the actions to back it up. And maybe that's a reminder for your partner. But I'm glad that it looks like you're able to work through things, Libra, and I hope you have a lovely week. Lovely Libras, this portion of the reading is it is the Hermit Tarot, and these are going to be messages from either the universe or the person on your mind or your partner. So our top row here is for the single Libras, and the bottom row here is for our coupled Libras. So for our singles, we have love is the answer, and that sounds like, I mean, I guess it could be a message from somebody on your mind. Maybe they think that love is the answer for you guys, or the universe is telling you this. But I believe that's always true. Love is always the answer, right? Sorry, I'm out of breath. I just like, I was just like running around getting something to drink and stuff before I sat back down for this portion. So anyways, so then we also have I Could Be Your Hero, Baby. To me, that's like very dramatic, and not in a bad way, in a good way. Like, the person on your mind could be someone who, you know, watches movies and wants like a movie kind of love, or like maybe that's what you're looking for. Like, you want a hero in your life, someone who can pick you up and, you know, take a little bit of the weight off of your shoulders, because you find that like you find yourself being practical a lot of times, I think, and you need someone to take care of you sometimes. And then we have 6 here, which could be June, like maybe a Gemini, or it could be the 6th of the month. It could be a time, any other kind of date. And then we have I am obsessed with your body. So you might have somebody obsessed with your body, Libra. That's so exciting. And then the 15th, which could be a date, or 15 times you've done something. Maybe that's your age. Maybe you're a 15-year-old. I don't know. But if you're 15 and someone's obsessed with your body, that's interesting. I mean, I'm not your mom, but anyways. And then for our couples, we have your partner wants you to know that you matter. You do matter. No matter what you've been going through, you matter to them. And then if I asked you to stay, would you leave? And that can be you asking them this question, or vice versa. The 4 could be important. So April could be an important month. The 4th could be an important date, etc. And then we have I am in so much pain. And that does go with our reading that we did, where you were dealing with something painful. And that's probably a message from your person. And if you think that they don't care, they do. They care about the situation, and they care about you. And that's what I have for you for this portion of the reading. Okay, Libra, I have chosen 5 signs at random that you could be encountering this first week of January, the 1st through the 7th. And this could be the person on your mind, it could be your partner, it could just be an overall energy for the week. But we have Cancer, Taurus, Pisces, Aries, oh, maybe the Aries is a runaway, Sagittarius. And that could also be someone's sun, moon, rising. And I've also picked 10 letters or initials here. Could be a word, maybe spelling out something that is significant to you. Maybe the initials of somebody that you'll be encountering. Or maybe nothing, but if it resonates, let me know. I have to re-pick the first one because it's blank. Let's see. So we have A, C, E. It's already Ace. Maybe that's someone's nickname, or aces talk about beginnings, so maybe something's beginning for you. We've got U, N, T. I see the word or the name Nate. L, late as well. Maybe you're going to be late for something. I, Tia, aunt. Maybe you're an aunt. Maybe your aunt will be talking to you. D, a date could be important. R. We also have run, rad, raid, let, can't, dirt, entice. Oh no, we don't have two E's, but I saw it, so perhaps something's enticing. Also, if we had two C's, cancel. But yeah, I hope that was helpful for somebody, and let me know in the comments if any of those related to you. Now we are on to the business and career portion of your reading, Libra, for January 1st through the 7th. And we start out with strength here, which tells me that there's some kind of soft power that you have when it comes to your work. You may be really patient, resilient, a lot of like perseverance and self-discipline that you have. So in the past, you've had this period of like building your confidence and authority in your professional abilities and capacity, and just overcoming challenges, but not in a forceful way, in a gentle way. And then we have presently the Three of Swords, which tells me there may be some kind of disappointment or setback this week. Maybe something just didn't work out how you hoped it was going to. Maybe a miscommunication, or like, you know, expectations weren't met with something. But I think for Libras, this just calls you to think about like what lessons are coming from whatever this is, because then we see that in the very near future you have the World, which is great because that means you're like becoming successful and achieving something. So I think whatever disappointment happened here is going to teach you something so that you can overcome whatever this is. And I mean, that World card and that future position shows that there's potential for some like big milestone to be met, or feeling like you're mastering a new skill. You could be recognized for something, rewarded for something, feeling just super fulfilled in your work. And yeah, just feeling satisfied. So regardless of where you presently may feel, things are gonna look up. And then we have the Ace of Cups as a clarifier, which just talks about having emotional fulfillment and passion and alignment. So I think that like that ties in really well with the world here. And there may be more creativity in your work coming up, or at least bringing you more joy and purpose in your life. But whatever you're doing feels good. It feels right with your intuition. It feels right in your heart. And it's not just about the material or the money, but like you're gonna feel really good about what you do. Now this final portion of the reading is going to be from the Spirit Animal Oracle by Colette Baron Reed, which is a very beautiful oracle deck if you're interested. And I'm going to read straight from the book here. The number 6 could be important to you, or the number 2. And the quote here is, "Life is speeding up." And your oracle message says, "When Antelope Spirit rushes into your life, you are being reminded of the quickening of your personal evolution as a powerful co-creator. You are being told unequivocally that it's time to get moving. Set your intentions and take action toward making your dreams real. There is an intensity you can feel, and it's important to take advantage of this energy right now. If you have a plan for your career or financial abundance, now is the time to step it up. If you're asking about a relationship, make that first move. Just know that the intentions you've set in motion are coming together now at warp speed. Stay alert and keep up. Things are getting interesting when Antelope Spirit calls you to move quickly." And then I'm going to see if there are any additional messages in here for you. It says, "It's hard to control desired outcomes or set fixed goals because by the time you get there, you'll actually have moved beyond it. Now's the time to let go and enjoy the exhilarating ride as intentions you've set in motion in the past are coming into form with lightning speed. Stay the course even if the pace feels dizzying. You may find you'll change your mind half a dozen times or more as you improve, and that's just fine." This is not the time to sit still, but to breathe deeply as you move forward with velocity. So, lightning speed, Libra. Lightning speed. Thank you so much for being here today. And if you would like to support me, I do have some links in the description. If you're not comfortable with those payment methods, you can also go to sparkleandspell.etsy.com and you can order a personal reading or tip me there as well. And if not, that's totally fine. I'm just happy that you're here, and if you want to like, subscribe, share, that would be super awesome. And I hope you have a wonderful first week of January.